I bring you to a tour of Los Demonos. At the end of this video, I'll show a slideshow of all the pictures and screenshots I took. So stay tuned for that. Work in progress section, my sugarcane farm. This was supposed to be where my villagers were, but I guess they all despawned. This was the way I'd put the boat in it here, and they can't run through the water. They just kind of just float here like this. Anyways, my pumpkin tower or melon tower, whatever, same difference. Go through the neck of the woods here. Beast that I never did anything with. Random boat, random dock place I started that I never did anything with. Out here. Is the little house I was developing, because I was starting a city. Then the second floor, which I hadn't completed yet. I manually mined all this out. None of this is world edit, just to clarify. This is my little... This is actually a 2B2T reference right here, which is 2B2T has chunk borders in it, so I mined out not chunks, but borders that would look like chunk borders, and put a like castle lining defense across it to make it look like it's from 2B2T. If you watch one of FitMC's videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. I don't remember which video it was in, but he came across this. It might be in a Sunday morning live stream, actually. But he came across this chunk border where somebody had made the chunk border look natural by adding castle defenses to it. And it looked pretty cool. So, that's what I did there. I kind of was mining all this out, but I wasn't finished mining it out yet. I don't know what I was gonna do there. Beacon. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. A bunch of mangrove trees, because, you know, I'm funky like that. My acacia tree. Bunch of this is the dark oak tree. This is my spruce redwood tree. Another acacia. Regular spruce tree, bamboo. And this is the house of Technoblade. Nothing in the chests. This is the house I used a blueprint for. I have another video on my VODs channel that is currently unlisted, or it might be private, I don't know, because it is an NSFW video. Not like anything like nudity or anything, but just the topics we were talking about during that video, very much not safe for YouTube, so I had to unlist it. And yeah, this is Techno's place. Of course. But anyways, the point I was going on was the video that is not very safe on my other channel is I was researching Technoblade's base, taking various images or whatever, and some videos from his streams, and I made an exact replica of his house by doing that. One that looked even better than this, actually. just by studying, and I do the same technique when I do my artwork. Another mangrove tree, and my favorite jungle tree. Alright, let's get into the main theatrics, shall we? Polished granite flooring, the floating craft table of Naval. I don't know, I just came up with that on the spot. This was supposed to be my aquarium, but, you know, this used to be completely covered up. But, I think I'll show you what this used to look like. The landscape used to look like after I do this. But, yeah, no. My mind. No. This is the raw ore tower of lightning. I don't know. I mined all this out. This is my fossil I excavated. I didn't really excavate it, I just placed it back and placed it in because I had bone blocks. Stolen loot. I was doing something up here, I just didn't know where to go from here. This is my AFK pool. This is how it all started, my base. Stuff all up in here. This is not here, nobody sees that. But this is my infinite lava pool. My nether portal. In the server, you'd press this button and it automatically teleport you to the nether. My potato farm. Add some recent additions to it. My carrot farm. Alright. There's nothing really over here. So that's outside the base. Oh yeah. My precious beacon. My RWBY beacon. Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. Or red. It's supposed to be white, black, and yellow. Alright. This sign used to say something else. I don't remember if I have a screenshot of it. If not, I'll post it on screen now. Here's my inside of my base. Kelp blocks, because I'm fruity. Copper blocks, which I just noticed I started to weather. This is what it looks like all without shaders. This is my chest storage area. This is my enchanting room, which I had secret stuff in here, which I just filtered into my actual chests over here, because this is no longer a server; it's a world download that I've just added on and added on. This used to be my secret area. This door would shut, and then this was completely blocked off right here. And it just had a sign here just saying, "You idiot" or something like that, which I don't condone anymore. This was my attempt at a chunk loader, but I'm an idiot, so I just did that and was just like, put random stuff in there. Yep, alright, a bunch of stuff, chest room, all that, but unfiltered stuff. I started to work in here. I was gonna do something for over here, build something new, I don't know yet. And my favorite room of all. My map room. you give me a second, I'll tell you what that translates to. It's a lot of notes, alright? Leave me alone. Alright, I got the translations here. So, that, Kaiminari, means lightning. That is the old translation for that, because apparently the translation changed. And it, I think, what does it now mean? It now means thunder, for some reason. The new word is Inazuma, Inazuma, for lightning. And thunder used to be Sanda, which is Sanda, and that last A had an accent on it, straight line. And thunder is now Kaiminari. So cool. This is, I don't know if this is up to date. This map right here. That map isn't. I was still working on the Technoblade Memorial, which I'll show you later. This map is not finished, as you can clearly see. But no, I was mapping out my region, which I'll show you the PNG now on screen on what my region are. I'll probably show you the time lapse of me, you know, making my region bigger and bigger and bigger. And then this, now this is the IRS, the Island Republic of Surface, or Surface, whatever. And I founded this island in December 2021. I first started out right here at this location on the map, and then about a week or two later, settlers came in, started here. So the lore behind this, yes, I made a lore for this because I'm nerdy like that. The lore behind this is when I founded the island right here, actually, in which case I'm actually going to teleport to my first base ever right now. So this is spawn. The first thing I did when off of spawn was, because this entire map has a world border on it, but this entire map has a dynamic map. Had a dynamic map until it updated in the world reset. But the first thing I did was look on the Dyne map, looked around for the nearest jungle, and at the time this was unexplored. Farthest down south was like right here, because I joined this world when it first opened. So it was kind of like anything below here was unexplored. So I kind of just looked for the nearest jungle, which at the time was right here, and created this. Didn't have torches at the time. Didn't have really anything. This is how poor I was at the time. Okay? I don't even remember how to get in. Oh, right here. Yeah, I was just starting fresh. Whatever. This is the other entrance I had. Eventually, I'm like, this jungle isn't big enough. Which, where's my mine, actually? There was a mine around here somewhere. I don't know where the mine shaft is. Hold on. I don't think it's... Okay, here it is. It's over here. So this wasn't big enough for me. So I decided to move out here, which there's an in-portal frame here now. Has sort of a easier way of access to the end, since this is just whatever. And this wasn't destroyed. I blew this up for war reasons, which I'm about to tell you. But no, I decided I'm gonna go this way. I came out through here, came through here, whatever. Brushed through here, all the way over here, through, came all the way down here. I'm not sure if this was built at the time. Came around here, came out, through here, never, and I was just riding and riding and riding the coast. Came around over here, and when I came around to right about here, I noticed more land this way, so I just went this way, and discovered the jungle, and colonized here. And that's how this was discovered. Possibly the greatest jungle island I have ever seen in Minecraft. In my, what year is it, 2025? And I've been playing since 2012. In my 13 years of experience in this game, I've never seen a piece of land like this. And I probably never will again. This is why I'm so attached to this seed. But, no. See, the lore reasons that I created, because there's minor role-playing in this server, the reason I destroyed Los Demonos, which is on the destruction of Los Demonos, is on my channel actually. But the reason I destroyed this was because this was my land. I eventually dubbed this area Firestone, which is actually incorporated into the IRS. No, I dubbed the Firestone and was expanding and expanding. I had a whole mine here. But, had a whole mine right in here. Never actually had a base. They just kept colonizing and colonizing and colonizing. It started here and here and here and here. There was a base over here, but that's gone now. They were here, here, and then they just started going out and out and out. Just kept colonizing, and I'm like, okay. Alright. And then they colonized this island and got rid of most of the jungle, which I did not like, by the way. And they started colonizing here. It eventually got to the point where I just got fed up with being over here. They took my island from me. That's why I'm mad at them. They took my island from me, so I left. At first, I just left my base as it was. I'm like, alright, my mine is now public use. Do with it as you please. My house is off limits. I'd like it to stay here for, you know, historic purposes. Like, this is the first house, the first colonization of this island or whatever. There's something here that I didn't see before. And just dipped. I went out this way. And at the time, I think over here was explored, but not all this. I know up here was already explored, so all this was deadland. I have a habit of just traveling in the deadlands and finding jungles randomly. But I traveled all the way out, came over here, was like, eh. Or I think I just traveled straight this direction. I might have just traveled straight this direction. I landed right about in here and was just followed the coast. Then I landed right here. Right in here. And this is where Los Demonos came into play. See, the reason I haven't built all around this and farther out is because of this. Water this way, water that way, yada yada. Can't build up any higher there. But No, I founded this in 2021. They colonized, stole my island from me, so I was mad at them. So, what I did, oh yeah, eventually I came back because I got really fed up and removed any evidence of my existence in this island because I was just tired of it. I gave them the island, whatever, and then the world download comes out. 3 years later, I finally download the world download. And then for war purposes, since my character in this is still mad at them, I blew their island up. I didn't touch this part for resource purposes. And some of this I blew up and found out that there were resources hidden. And regretted that. I stole all their books and stuff. I made sure to preserve their history, which was all their written books and everything. I cleared out all the loot, whatever, before I blew it up. Or at least most of it. Then I started blowing this up too, because they also stole this island from me. And I didn't like that. Fun fact, there's actually a building of a blender right here. Or it might be a toilet, and it's one of the two. And this is named Armageddon City, which I also blew up. Yeah. And this is their map art that they did. I have no idea what it's a reference to, but I blew that up too. Tried to, at least. And I started working on this. Yeah. And this is my most prized room right here. My map room. I love making map rooms. This is my super furnace stuff. Flags that I stole. Surfers, yep. A bunch of books. Hold on, where's my... There is a shulker around here that has all the books in it. Hold on. I don't know where it's at. It might be outside. Give me a second. So, yeah, this is Los Demonos. Oh, and just in case anybody's curious as to what this does, I'll show you. XP. More XP. One of them does... It just gives me levels, and the other one actually throws XP bottles down. That's just a random button so the vines don't, spread out. So that's what the command blocks do. It's just for XP. Yeah. And then I have a testing world for the new tornado mod that I'm doing. Proto Vandalese tornado mod and weather mod. That is this world seed that I have been schematicking this entire area, everything, parts of this base or whatever, and just pasting it into the world. Alright. Now I go show you the memorial. This was somebody's random build that was over here at the time. It ain't even mine. The Phil's Technoblade Memorial that he built. Just completed. I added a bunch of buttons on it so the vines don't grow out. It's supposed to be, pig over here, but it is what it is. Alright, now that we've explored that, let us begin this. Stuff I blew up. It's not going to really be a tour of this place, though it looks beautiful. Yada yada yada. The whole point of this is to show you where I began. This is what I was talking about. I could not destroy this. This was Bowser. He has a very important role in this community. And I could not come to myself to destroy this. As for the rest of it, though, it all burned. I promptly blew the crud out of this. I wanted nothing left of this. This is still here. I don't know why. Maybe there's stuff in here that needs to be filtered out or something. I don't know. I think there's... Oh, yeah, there's a lot of loot here that I have yet to take out, so I didn't want to blow it up yet. I don't even know what this is. Library of Knowledge. Ah! So, a bunch more of knowledge stuff. I see why I didn't want to blow this up now. But this place, nah, I blew up this. This was their city hall, so to speak, and I blew the crud out of that. Or no, it was this. This was their city hall. That was, I think, a random skyscraper that was also their city hall. What is this? Oh no, this is a hotel. I don't know. I wasn't a very big part of the IRS, obviously, so I don't know what half this stuff was. There used to be a statue here, which I could show early screenshots on. You know, what it looked like before and after. Blew all this up. I didn't know what this was. I blew all the. I think I blew this up too, right? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Since that was literally just a platform, I just left that there. Oh yeah, and the sacred vine, the magic vine, which was just a vine floating in the air all the way up to here, looked like this actually. Looked exactly like this, but over here, yeah, I destroyed that. I destroyed that. I blew that tree up. I blew this hotel up, or this house up, to smithereens, I tell you. Then if you go along the beaten path over here, welcome to Outpost Firestone. Lost surface. There was not a bridge here. Was there actually? There might have been. I don't know. GN portal. This, where the end portal currently is where my house used to be. Used to be right here. Of course, it was a lot bigger than this, but this is where my house used to be. See, there is still some minor evidences of my thing. That was actually there. I don't know if I did that afterwards, but that I know was actually here. This I did too. Then the mines down here. Came all the way down here. I don't remember that. Remember doing all this, going down here. And all these mine shafts that are down here are mine. This is how I got all the diamonds I did. Did a lot of digging, obviously. Yeah, it came in through here. I'm just going through back memories right now. I'm sorry it's taking a lot of time here. I remember pulling out here, actually, right here, and there'd just be a bunch of skeletons over here and zombies over here. And I had to block this temporarily off or cut off their way to get to me. And I was shooting them with bows. I think a skeleton actually killed me here once. I'm not certain. But, no, this was my home. And then they decided to build right next to me, which ticked me off. Oh boy, did it make me mad. And on the map, somebody decides that they want to build right here. And my base is right here. And I got mad and posted a sign right here saying, "Stop building within 1,000 blocks of me, I hate it." Because I was antisocial. But yeah, that's the tour. It's the tour of Las Demonos and, I guess, of Firestone. Like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. See you guys all next time. Praise our Lord.